The Space City at NRG Stadium.
Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Houston Texans.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Singletary to get the drive started. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Stroud will look to throw once more.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Brevin Jordan
from 19 yards away.
And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon.
And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 22. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Now Burrow. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
11 MT. 11 MT.
Here's Burrow.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Working the middle here, that's complete to Sample, the tight end. Here now, a 3rd down at 8. From midfield now, Burrow. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
Now it's Burrow. And
T. Higgins. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And Stroud now to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Throwing now is Stroud. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Stroud looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
A 52-yard attempt.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this is going to remain a 1-point game.
Here we go,
So an 8-play drive gets him down there, but play number 9, that winds up a missed field goal.
And they definitely moved the ball well. That's a drive where you hate to come away with nothing.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Burrow going to set up the draw. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. An unlucky number here, a loss of 13 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. A tight one, 8-7 our score after one on EA Sports. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Stroud. And his throw is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Stroud and company going for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10. Stroud to throw it. On the move to his left. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Here's Stroud. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Stroud. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz, an 11-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
On 1, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Burrow will throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. T. Higgins was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, it's Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. First down, here's Burrow. Throwing for Chase on the crosser, he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll give it to Mixon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
McPherson on for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here we go.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hustle, hustle.
Stroud working out of the gun. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Stroud backed up near his goal line. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Bengals have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Back to throw. Stroud got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. First and 10, it's Stroud. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Jordan battled there defensively.
Throwing again. Stroud flushed out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Houston. 48 yards. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. On 2nd down, it's Stroud. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly, but, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz game, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now 2nd and 3. Here's Burrow. They'll roll him out right. Dumps it off to Mixon. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. Now Burrow. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Sample. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And quickly, they get to the line. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Flush to his right. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown. And this will be caught at the 30. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards. On first down, here's Stroud. And it'll be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way.
Here we go.
And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Burrow looking to pass. That's complete to the tight end Sample. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And now they're in the hurry up. And they go play action now. Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Out to the left, he's got Sample there. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Meanwhile, Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. That's caught again by Schultz. Touchdown! Dalton Schultz with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Burrow going to get this out to Boyd on the perimeter. And Boyd going to pick up a Bengals 1st down as he'll get this up to the 32.
11 MT take. 11 MT take.
Burrow will throw. And that one drops down incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
It connects quickly to Jamar Chase.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston, it's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Now it's Mixon running right. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here.
Hey, we're good.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
11 MT.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Short throw to Smith. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
12.
A gain of 3 on the play.
Now it's Burrow.
First down, Cincinnati.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 23. And this offense on third down today, they've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. He finds his man, complete. It's Hudson. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They run for it with Mixon. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. Stroud now on 1st and 10. His throw incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10. Stroud to throw yet again here.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
Again, it's Stroud.
Eluding the pressure right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Stroud
sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Singletary. Touchdown, Houston.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
We've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here. Otherwise, they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
Well, the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now,
there he goes, left side. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 23-yard line. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Inside handoff to Mixon.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive took a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settled things down a little bit.
McPherson's kick is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
A gain of 26 yards.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. Here we go with Burrow. Flushed out right. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This is 1st and 10. Stroud. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Cam Taylor-Britt on the coverage.
Now Stroud. He's got a man, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
One final shot for C.J. Stroud.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was a fun one today.